Meet the B-2 Spirit, the $2.1 billion flying wing that redefined air power, shocked global defense systems, and turned the laws of physics into a suggestion. So, what makes this aircraft nearly invisible? Why did it cost more than its weight in gold? And is it still the most dangerous bomber in the skies? Back in the 1970s, the US had a problem. Soviet radar systems were getting good. Too good, so good, in fact, that even America's fastest jets would show up like Christmas lights on radar screens. This sparked a radical question. What if a plane didn't need to dodge radar, but simply didn't appear on it at all? Enter Project Senior Ice, developed by Northrop Grumman. But even top Air Force officials weren't told the full story until much later. Did you know? The first full-scale mock-up of the B-2 was hidden in a windowless hangar in Palmdale, California. Even janitors had security clearance. Anyways, talking of design, the B-2 isn't just stealthy. It looks stealthy. That sinister flying wing design. Well, it's no coincidence. Without a traditional tail or vertical stabilizers, the B-2's shape alone shrinks its radar signature to the size of a pigeon. That's right, a $2.1 billion pigeon that carries nuclear bombs. Its shape is called a flying wing, a design inspired by the Horton Ho 229, a Nazi-era concept that was decades ahead of its time. But the B-2 took it further. The aircraft had to defeat not just radar, but infrared, acoustic, and even visual detection, said aerospace engineer John Cashin, who worked on its radar cross-section. To keep it cool, literally, its engines are buried inside the wing. This reduces heat trails that infrared missiles can lock onto. And those smooth, uninterrupted curves? They help bounce radar waves away from their origin, like a mirror tilted at the perfect angle. At this point, you might think stealth is all about design, but you'd be wrong. The B-2 wears a cloak of high-tech radar absorbent material, RAM. This coating doesn't just deflect radar, it eats it. But there's a catch. The coating is so delicate that B-2 crews often spend more time on maintenance than flying. Did you know? Each B-2 has its own personalized skincare crew. Seriously, specialists with paint guns touch up stealth coating before every major mission. The materials include polymer-based composites and even ferrite-infused paint that absorbs radio frequencies like a sponge. Combined with careful thermal shielding and noise-dampening ducts, the B-2 becomes a whisper in the wind. The B-2 isn't built to dogfight or win Top Gun-style battles. It's a strategic bomber, designed to slip through airspace undetected and deliver devastation with surgical precision. Armed with two massive bomb bays, it can carry 16 B-61 or B-83 nuclear bombs, or 8,500 pounds DAMs, GPS-guided bombs, or massive ordnance penetrators, the bunker busters designed to shake the earth beneath hidden facilities. It can fly 6,000 nautical miles without refueling. Double that with mid-air tanking. That means a B-2 launched from Missouri can strike Iran and return home without landing. So, when did this ghost of the skies show its power? 1999, Kosovo War. NATO's first strikes were led by B-2s. Flying non-stop from Missouri, they hit Serbian targets and returned after 30-plus-hour missions. Not one was scratched. Then in the 2001 Afghanistan War, B-2s dropped dams on Taliban positions, initiating America's longest-running conflict. 2003, Iraq War, B-2s dropped GPS-guided bombs on Saddam's palaces in the opening hours. 2011, Libya, B-2s knocked out air defense systems, again flying from U.S. soil and back. Total flight time? Nearly 44 hours. That's longer than most international vacations. On a lighter note, let me tell you here, inside the B-2 cockpit, pilots take turns sleeping on a small bench behind their seats during long-haul missions. Snacks and a plastic toilet included. The cockpit is a mix of 1990s avionics and Star Wars-level complexity. Despite its massive 172-foot wingspan, the B-2 handles like a business jet, thanks to quadruple redundant fly-by-wire systems that constantly make micro-adjustments. Flying it is like balancing a pencil on your finger. But once you master it, it's the smoothest ride in the Air Force, said retired B-2 pilot Colonel Jason Hines. The aircraft has no rear visibility. Pilots rely on sensors, HUDs, and precise computer feedback to feel the air. One wrong move during low-altitude stealth runs, and it's game over. Let's talk dollars now. The B-2 program cost $44.75 billion for 21 aircrafts. That's over $2 billion per jet. Why? Because the B-2 isn't just a plane, it's a stealth system wrapped in wings. Every curve, every coating, every sensor had to be invented. There was no off-the-shelf anything. Add to that, decades of classified R&D, special hangars with climate control, 24/7 maintenance teams, custom parts that can't be bought on Amazon. And don't forget the learning curve. Hundreds of millions were spent on testing alone. The radar signature was measured in underground labs and flying ranges with NASA-level secrecy. So far, so good. You'd think a $2 billion stealth bomber is invincible. But in truth, the B-2 is delicate. One bird strike can ground it. Rain can damage the radar-absorbing skin. And tropical humidity? That's its worst nightmare. In 2008, one B-2 crashed in Guam, the first and only crash to date. The culprit? Moisture in a sensor during takeoff. The pilots ejected safely, but the loss was a wake-up call. Since then, maintenance has become even stricter, sometimes requiring 100+ hours of work for every hour of flight. And now, you may have heard, the B21 Raider is coming. Sleeker, cheaper, smarter. It's even said to be AI-assisted. So, is the B-2 getting ghosted? Well, not quite. The U.S. Air Force plans to keep flying the B-2 until at least 2032. And for good reason. Despite its age, nothing else can carry heavy nuclear payloads undetected across continents. Not drones, not fighters, not even the F-35. You see, until the B-21 is fully ready and proven in the skies, the Spirit will keep soaring. This is no ordinary warplane. It's a pop culture icon. You've seen it in Transformers, Call of Duty, The Dark Knight Rises, and even Super Bowl flyovers. But here's what most people don't know. The B-2 was so secret that early engineers worked behind one-way glass to prevent espionage, even from other U.S. contractors. And the estimated per-hour flight cost? Around $130,000. Yes, that's nearly the cost of a Porsche 911 Turbo per hour. And yet, it's still considered cost-effective for the missions it enables. That's the paradox of the B-2. It's both a money pit and a strategic asset. The B-2 Spirit isn't just an aircraft. It's a message. You'll never see us coming, but you'll know we were there. If this flying ghost gave you chills, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more untold tech and military marvels, and drop a comment. Would you trust AI to fly the next generation of stealth bombers?